You got to stop measuring your life on what you thought it was supposed to be. Allow yourself permission to listen to the end. This is some valuable knowledge. Younger millennials and older Gen Zs are in a real wake up call right now because you see, they are walking into a version of real life that conflicts and contradicts what they were told it would be. And that disconnect right there, that is where the frustration, the sadness, the unhappiness is coming from. And I find myself having to mentor people through this so much lately. So I want to share this with you. The degree that you work for, the one that you were told was your way out, right? It was supposed to lead to a certain stable lifestyle, right? And now you're looking around like, well, this is it. In reality, you did what you were supposed to do, but the return doesn't feel like what was promised, right? Now you're working every day, and sometimes it doesn't always feel purpose driven. It doesn't always feel fulfilling because sometimes it's just simply responsibility. And unfortunately, nobody really explains that part, but I do. Then you step into the workplace, and well, it is not always structured the way that you thought, right? Leadership isn't really leading, and you're still trying to figure out how to navigate spaces that doesn't really feel steady. And then on top of that, everything around you feels expensive and nothing really feels certain. And now it's like, how am I supposed to build anything solid in the middle of all of this? Then when it comes to relationships, a lot of the communications have been through the screens. Now that are real life conversations that you are forced to do in the workplace and out in the world, well, it feels uncomfortable. It feels unfamiliar. Communications like saying what you mean and maybe hearing things you don't like and working through stuff. Well, it may seem unfamiliar. Now you're in that moment where everything is getting real at the same time. Yes, it's heavy. I'm not even gonna lie. But here is the shift. And well, hell, if you stay this long, you might well hear it out. You got to stop measuring your life on what you thought it was supposed to be. Did you hear me? I'm going to repeat that. You got to stop measuring your life on what you thought it was supposed to be and start working with what it actually is. Because, yeah, that degree, it opened the door, but no, it was not the whole plan. Because now it is about building skills, learning how to move, learning how to position yourself in the world, and figuring out how to make your situation work for you, even if it's not ideal for you yet. Okay? For example, I was married with children before I had any degree. I wanted to go back to school. I was working full time to take care of my family in full heavy survival mode. I wanted to go back to school. That meant going to night school with my three babies on my hips, making dinner, packing it up, taking them to class with me. My teacher allowing for me to bring them and allowing for them to sit in that classroom behind my desk on the floor on a pallet while they played their games, did their homework, and ate their dinner so I can work towards a degree. I had to make my situation work for me, even though it did not feel ideal. Because this part right here, this is where life either comes together or you stay stuck waiting for it to look like the picture that you had in your head. And it may not look like that because life is about adjusting, but it can still be something solid if you're willing to adjust.